Now in today's lecture we are going to cover what is constant acceleration. I have already covered how acceleration is divided into different types in one of my previous video lectures. You can refer to that. What is exactly constant acceleration? Now we all know acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity while the object is in motion. Okay, so here what I've done is to simplify the concept of constant acceleration. I have drawn a diagram in which there are three positions: position number 1, position number 2, and position number 3. Okay, this body or the rectangle that you see remains the same, only the position changes from A to B, B to C. So the position goes from A to B, B to C. Okay. Now I have written the respective motion parameters at that particular point. So at A, or position number 1, the velocity here, or V0, is 5 meter per second, T0 is 0 second. Similarly at B, V1 is 10 meter per second, T1 is 2 seconds. And at C, V2 is 20 meter per second and T2 is 6 seconds. We all know that acceleration is change in velocity over the given time. So in formula terms you can write it down as V1 minus V0 upon T1 minus T0. If you substitute the values here, V1 minus V0 is 5 and T1 minus T0 is 2. Okay, so the acceleration comes out to be 2.5 meter per second square. In which section? From 1 to 2. Okay, what I've done is I've divided the entire motion from 1 to 3 into two halves, from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. Okay, so if you consider only this 1 to 2 motion, this is your initial point and this is your final point. Considering that, I'm calculating the acceleration between these 2 points, and that comes out to be 2.5 meter per second square. I'm going to do the same thing consider in this part where 2 is my initial point and 3 is my final point. So this becomes my initial velocity and time, this becomes my final velocity and time. For this part I'm going to consider the acceleration from 2 to 3. Therefore we will have V2 minus V1 upon T2 minus T1 as the acceleration. When you substitute these values, you have 10 upon 4, which is nothing but 2.5 meter per second square. Notice that the numerical values and the direction of this acceleration from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3 is the same, that is 2.5 meter per second square. That is, over a continual interval of time, the acceleration or the numerical value or the magnitude of acceleration is not changing. Such kinds of motions come under constant acceleration. Okay, for constant acceleration problems, the problems are really easy because you have one set of equations that you use for all of these problems. There are three equations of motion. Again, I want to specify it and make it an important note point for all of you, that these equations of motion can be utilized only when the acceleration is constant. Okay, these will not hold true, or these will not give you right analysis for a given motion if the acceleration changes over a period of time. Only for the motions which have constant acceleration throughout the motion, these equations can be utilized without any further problems. Now V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, and V square is equal to U square plus 2AS are the three equations of motion. Okay, wherein U is the initial velocity, so the velocity at the starting point basically. V is the final velocity at the end point of the motion. A is acceleration, T is time taken over for the entire motion to take place, and S is the displacement. Okay, I have put in a separate video for the derivation of these three equations of motions. If you're interested, you can surely go and check out that video as well. Coming to giving you an example of how to solve a problem on constant acceleration. Here we have a problem wherein it has been given that there are three telegraph poles A, B and C which are 50 meter apart from each other. Okay, now a car starts from point O and it starts from rest. Okay, and it accelerates uniformly and it passes post A, B, and then reaches post C. Okay, so as it passes post A, the motion from A to B takes 8 seconds, while the motion from B to C takes 7 seconds. What we have to find out in this problem is the acceleration of the car over this period of time, velocity of car at A, B, and C. As you see, velocity is going to keep on increasing if it has a certain acceleration, and the distance of post A from the starting point of the car. Now I have drawn it here, and diagrammatically we can mark this as x meter, or the distance of post A from the starting point of the car. So that is what we have to find. Now when you're solving problems on constant acceleration, the first thing that you notice is it has been given to you that the acceleration is uniform, correct? Apart from that, you can notice, you can start, you know that you are going to utilize the equations of motion which have u, v, a, s and t. So you start finding out these parameters in the given problem. So if we read through the problem again, then we have the 3 telegraph posts, correct? So these are at 50 meter distance each. So we have the distance is given, so s is kind of given to us except for this x meter. Now this car is starting from rest. It implies that at point O, the velocity is 0 meter per second, correct? It has uniform acceleration. From A to B it is taking 8 seconds, from B to C it's taking 7 seconds. So what we'll do here is we'll divide the motion from O to A to B, and B to C. Okay. So for O to A, I am considering this as one part. For A to B, I am considering it as another part. And from B to C, I am considering it in the third part. Clear? So for O to A, I have U as 0 meter per second, correct? I have V as VA, meter per second. I do not know the value of VA as of yet, correct? I'm going to consider T as T1 second here, correct? I know that the distance S is x meter, okay, and I'm considering acceleration as A throughout, correct? From A to B, I know the initial velocity, that is the velocity at starting point A, is going to be VA. V is going to be VB because we are going to consider only this much part. T, I am going to name it as T2 seconds. Our S is going to be 50 meter here because we already know the distance between AB. Acceleration remains the same. Similarly, for B to C, we have U as VB, meter per second, V as VC, meter per second, T we are going to consider as T3 second, and S again we know as 50 meter, A remaining constant. Okay, so we will start solving the problem while focusing from O to A. Okay, now you know you have these parameters in hand, so which is the most convenient equation that you can find out or you can utilize in this part. We'll start because there are the number of unknowns here is higher as compared to these two parts. So there's a logic that you always utilize. You always start with the part where there are least number of unknowns. So A to B and B to C. So we are right now not going to consider this part. We are going to consider A to B and B to C. So for A to B, I can use the equation S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Because S is known, I can substitute as 50 is equal to, here U is VA, okay, into T2 plus half A into T2 square. Okay, now T2 seconds is also given to us, and that is equal to 8 seconds. 8 seconds, and here T3 is 7 seconds. So you can substitute the values and you will have 50 is equal to VA into T2, that is 8, plus if you substitute half and then you consider the t2 square, that is 8 square, you will have the equation as half a is unknown to us into 8 square. Similarly, for b to c, you can consider the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. So again we have s is 50. Okay, I am going to consider the complete equation because I want to avoid another unknown cropping up into this equation, that is vb. Okay, if we consider only from b to c, I'm going to have vb as u. I do not want that to happen. Therefore, I'm going to consider the entire equation or entire motion from a to c. So I have 50 plus 50. Okay, 50 for a to b, 50 for b to c. U, because I'm starting from point A, I'm going to have U as VA. Okay, now here time t is going to be T2 plus T3. Okay, plus I will have half again A into T2 plus T3 whole square. Okay, if I start substituting the values, I will have 100 VA into 7 plus 8, that is 15 seconds, plus half a into 15 square. Okay, now I have two equations which have two unknowns, that is VA and A, correct? I am pretty sure we all can solve simultaneous equations. Two simultaneous equations together will land you up with an answer as VA will come up to be 5.774 meter per second, while A will come out to be 0.119 meter per second square. Okay, now let's focus on this part first, then we'll go to this part, and then we'll move on to O to A. Okay, for A to B again, I can use the equation. Now I have VA. Okay, that is, I know the value of u in this equation, I know t, I know a as well. Okay, I do not need s, I need to find out v. Okay, so the most convenient equation that I can use is v is equal to u plus at, wherein v is vb is equal to va plus a into t. So vb will be equal to 5.774 plus 0.119 into 8. This will give you the answer of VB as 6.7276 meter per second. Now I want you to apply the same concept for B to C and find out the answer. So you're going to use the same equation. Here it will be VC, and here you will have, instead of VA, you will have VB. Okay, your answer for VC should come out to be 7.559 meter per second. Okay, now coming to the last part where you solve for the travel from point O to A, you can utilize the equation V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Why? Because you already know a few values, that is V square is known to you. For A, here it's going to be VA square, correct? U square is known to you, which is 0, correct? Plus 2, and acceleration is known to you, which is 0.119. S is nothing but x, which you have to find out. Okay, now solving this equation after substituting the values of A and VA, you get the value of x equal to 140.08 meter. Okay, these are as easy to solve. All you have to do is make sure you write down what parameters are already given to you in terms of u, v, x, s, t and a. Once you have these, it becomes very easy to contemplate which equation is to be utilized for the given situation. Okay, that is it to constant acceleration. Thank you.